Hello, everybody. It's your boy back with B and P Sports, and this topic today, we're gonna stay on topic as far as rookie of the year and someone of the trade, one of the trades for New York, Hartenstein going to or OKC. So let's bring that up. So Hartenstein signed a monster contract, more than probably anybody's, more than what New York wanted to match. So he went to OKC. Man, OKC is doing some contending this year. They want to fill some gaps. Now, a while back, we are talking about the Caruso trade. Make this clear. When I was talking about the Caruso trade, I think him coming off the bench is going to add a lot to what they need as far as what Caruso's veteran presence will be for OKC. And Hartenstein is going to be a little bit different. He's probably going to start. They're missing that big guy in the post, which now they can shift. Depending on who they're guarding in different games, they can shift Chet to the four, so it'll still make him kind of, kind of big on the floor, which is pretty good. I just wanted to bring up that one trade that I did see going around and how it's going to make them better. I didn't really specify a lot of what Hartenstein was going to add or what Caruso was going to add. I just said the trade and how I think they won that trade. Because Caruso sometimes he's aggressive defensively, sometimes offensively he is not. So that's where they sit with that sometimes on that problem as far as the trade for Josh Giddey. But I think a lot of that to do with all that issues that Josh Giddey had during the beginning of the season. So I think they're just trying to wipe their hands clean with him. I don't know, but I do like the play, to be honest, because his minutes did go down. I mean, he's a taller guy. He can do all three. He can score, rebound, and shoot. But he was not that much of a liability. They could hide him on defense with the team with the scheme they do run because of Chet sometimes. So now with Hartenstein, so they can really disguise their defense as far as what they have or with their I'm not gonna say lack of, because even Dort's a smaller guy on the team, man, he's a great defensive player. So, but I just wanted to add that little bit of what Hartenstein is gonna add to New York, because on my last video I just basically didn't really I didn't break it down as far as what I thought they were gonna add as much as either one. I just was giving away around the trades around the league and what that. But it was a question actually brought up to me as far as like, well, you didn't really kind of break it down to us about why. Well, no, I didn't break down a lot other than what I thought. Although what's gonna impact they might have right then and there. I didn't break it down. I had the impact, which is a little bit different. Who won the trade, who lost the trade. That's basically what I did. I didn't break down specifically their roles in when the year starts and what their positions be and how those impact the game from what angles, coming off the bench, being a starter, or just in the game period. So I just want to reiterate all that. And Clay, well, another guy, Clay going to Dallas. That's another one. That's the end of a dynasty, guys. So, and he's gonna add their third score that they missed in the playoffs, where the guy can get a bucket by himself. See, that was the biggest problem that Dallas had. When they put, I don't know if y'all remember, they started putting Josh Green to the bench. He used to start, but he started coming off the bench. I think they kind of hurt him, to be honest, because he was a guy that can go get buckets. I'm not, excuse me, not a guy that can go get buckets, but he could create for himself. But he wasn't creating nothing but 8 points a game. If that makes any sense. He wasn't that guy. They didn't either have enough stock in him to be that guy, or he just couldn't produce to be that guy. I think it was probably both. He wasn't that guy, and he couldn't produce as far as that, because when he would come in off the bench, I mean, he would score 8 points no matter what. He's going to get you 8 points. And I think a lot when Kleber got hurt, that hurt them as well, because Kleber wasn't that third shooting guy, but he could shoot it. Because he's probably one of the best shooters out of all the other guys that off the bench. It's just because he could put up some threes quick in a hurry. But with Clay going over there now, it's like pick your poison now. Because Because you could, when it's just two people, you can easily take off on whoever's having the worst night. You know what I mean? And plus, Luka is kind of a. You can test Luka's shot. All you do is keep him out of the perimeter, contest his shots, and you can live with that. To be honest, with Luka, sometimes if he has an open shot and he can create space, it's a different story. He's gonna knock it down. And Irving, man, it's just on whether how he's his nights coming along. You know what I mean? He was so consistent this year during the playoffs. It was crazy. But I mean, he's older now, so I can understand it. Trying to, it's chemistry. Second year, I think, playing with him. No, his first year, right? I don't know. Anyway, and then with now with Clay over there, not only guy that can sit on the line and be patient and wait for the shot, he can drive too. He can make plays. So let's get into today's rookie of the year race between the Indiana Fever's Caitlin Clark and the Chicago Sky's Angel Reese. Well, guys, I'm gonna get into it. I don't think the race is close as people are thinking it is. It's seeming like anytime that Angel Reese does something, they try to make it overshadow what Caitlin Clark's doing. I mean, she flirted with the triple double. I think Angel Reese got her 11th or 10th double double. What's bigger, flirting with the double and over someone that's ever done, or something you're just keeping in contention of just doing over and over when you're only scoring 10, 12 points, 10, 12 rebounds? I get it. She's a rookie. She's never been, she's breaking the record or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I get it. She's younger. She's got a bigger motor. But I don't think it's, I mean, right now, Caitlin Clark, she's not leading nobody in anything, like individually, statistically. Clayton Clark is the number one assist leader in the NBA right now. I mean, it's got to the point where like people are starting to make fun of injuries. A parody. I'm going to show y'all that real quick about her rebounding, and so here it is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Red hair, red cord slide to my song.
Here we go, guys.
She's back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Red hair, red cord slide to my song. Yeah, I look good when I put that shit on. True religion jeans, ass out, red thong. Lip gloss popping, I'm the one the niggas want. Red hair, red. She's back.
Well, in this video, I mean, I know people are gonna say, but it can't. It's not a white thing. It's not a black thing. It's not a race thing because you had two women of different color. One of American, one of white race. She may be Hispanic, but still, you get the point. But this is a trend. I mean, this is something that people are overlooking about her rebounding. That she's getting a lot of putbacks from her own missed shots. I mean, go look at her efficiency rating, or you can go look at her percentage. Still, I mean, I like to see her percentage rate from down where she's shooting from. The hate for Caitlin Clark is real. To be honest, guys, I mean, you go look at if it was strictly popularity. I mean, yes, and I get it, man. I know what you're gonna tell me. Yeah, I'll show you real quick. Hold on. Every time I do this, I get lost. There it goes. I mean, if you look at Caitlin Clark had first place by 7. Her own teammate came in second with 600. Then Asia at 600. Brianna 400. I don't know if y'all paid attention to this. And Reese came in fifth with 380. I don't know if y'all paid attention to any of this, but last year's was only like, I think Asia Wilson had first place like 98. I mean, they basically 4 times what they've had in previous years after 1 year. I mean, I get it. It's a Caitlin Clark effect. You can say that's what it is. But at the same time, I mean, anybody that plays any kind of sports and being unbiased, I'll tell you, what is she doing? I mean, look at this. Caitlin Clark has, in history as a rookie, since she's become the fastest 300 points, 100 points. See, that's the whole thing. Caitlin Clark, what she's doing, her records aren't something she's just keeping up as far as the double double. Don't tell me. I'm not gonna sit there and say that's not great. I'm not, but she's doing it all over the court. She's either assisting, she's got the rebounds, she's got the points, she's doing two of them, but she's reaching milestones. You're just keeping a trend up, if that makes any sense of what I'm trying to get at. You understand what I mean? You're just scoring 10 points, 10 rebounds. She is breaking previous milestones fastest one today. I don't see Angel Reese doing that. See what I'm saying? Yes, they're in the playoffs, but that's a team thing, And I get it. You can throw, if you want to throw that in there as a tip, as weighted. No, I don't. Nah. For me, it doesn't gonna work like that. I don't like it because you have two number ones, so you basically been at the bottom of the league last 2 years in a row. Now that's easy to say. Well, what if Caitlin Clark say get closer towards the season, Caitlin Clark, and they slip in? You can you can go both ways. You can use that for Caitlin Clark as her deal is making her rookie of the year. But as far as what I'm watching in the deal, she is leading the league in assists. Leading the league, Caitlin Clark. She flirted with the triple double as well. I mean, she's doing things that are outside of just one thing or one milestone or one record. She's setting things all over this. She had a 30-something point game. You know what I mean? So but that's just the WNBA. I mean, I'm hearing other people chat about, what are they looking for? But I mean, a lot of the haters, a lot of just, I hate to say this, women of color want Angel Reese. They want her to win just for the simple fact because it's Caitlin Clark, and I don't like that because I'm unbiased as can be. I like Caitlin Clark. Don't get me wrong. I don't have nothing against Angel Reese, but for me, you have to produce other than something than a double double. I'm sorry. I mean, double double is not enough for me to make you rookie of the year. And then it's sad because look at this, and I think I did a thing about Skip Bayless. Angel Reese finally beats Caitlin Clark, and all of a sudden Caitlin Clark's exposed. That doesn't make any sense. Why wasn't Angel Reese exposed in the first two games? See what I'm saying? Yeah, she had a bad game, but I attribute to her poor teammates, poor coaching, not shooting the ball enough in the fourth quarter for 5 minutes, basically taking maybe one shot. That's not Caitlin Clark's fault. It's the offense running. Whoever's running the offense outside of Caitlin Clark, Brina Brown or the coach, calling a timeout, saying we got to get it to Caitlin Clark, our best shooter. That's why the game was lost. Mismanaging the game, letting them come back from that big of a lead, not calling timeouts, not figuring something out. Calling a timeout, slowing down the game, letting them get regroup. It's a lot of things. But as far as the rookie of the year race, I don't think it's close. I'm not gonna say it's not close. It is close, but I don't think it's as close as people want to think it is. To where it's like you have to look at every game because I think right now Caitlin Clark has a big edge over her, only for the simple fact because of the things what she is actually doing. So she's reaching these plateaus of fastest to this as a rookie. But that doesn't matter, right? What matters is that you're able to get 10 rebounds and 10 points a game. To me, that's not as big as reaching milestones or you're the number one assist leader in the whole NBA. But that's me. Yeah, she's struggling. She is doing a lot of turnovers. Don't get me wrong. But I just don't think that people are basing this on the same reason. And they're not giving the same criteria for each player as far as what they're talking about, as far as being the positive, being the negative, as the rookie of the year race. That's my thoughts. If you have other thoughts, leave them in the comments. Roast me if you want, but I'm just trying to be unbiased, as biased can be. I just wanted to bring that. I just want to bring that to light about what's people going on, and plus I wanted to bring a little parody about. This just brings awareness because you know what? Those are young women watching sports, watching Angel Reese and doing those. I can understand that was men or other people doing it, and just and people found it as a trend. But those are young women that noticed that. So Usually where there's smoke, there's fire. That's all I gotta say about the Ranger Reese thing. So that's gonna be it for today, guys. I just wanted to bring you some little bit of news about the DOT, about the from BMP Sports, about what's going on with the Ricky Jeter race. So still got a ways to go. So let's see what happens. Peace. Oh, another thing, please like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification. And one more thing, I'll be getting my new the new office for the new BMP news. Probably by the next time I do another video, I should be in the office. So looking forward to that, guys. Y'all have a good one.